Hello, my fellow code toasters. Welcome back to Toaster Code once again. So before starting today's topic, I just want to inform you all that I have uploaded all the files that we have used till now. That is for arrays, operators, string, callback function, variables on this GitHub. You can find this link in the description below. In all the videos, you can find the link. Okay. So you can go here and you can play ahead with this code. You can make a fork from this repository and play along, or you can download the file, copy of the file, whatever you want to do. Okay, I'll keep uploading the files as soon as I'm making the progress in the series. Now let's get back to our today's topic. Today we are talking about objects because JavaScript got tired of just using arrays and decided to give your data a personality. Okay, that's object. Now what is an object? So an object in JavaScript is a way to store key value pairs. Okay, now what is key, what is value? We are going to see everything in this video. Once you will watch this video till the end, I can guarantee that you will not going to require any other tutorial for this JavaScript objects. Just stay tuned till the end. Yeah, so what is object? It is a way to store key value pairs. Think of it like a person. Like let's just start with our practical things. Okay, so let person equal to, this is how you declare a object. This is the name of this object. Okay, and then with this curly braces, inside this curly braces we will define our key and value. Like the name here, here name is the key. Okay, name is the key, and here we will define a value to this. Like let name is Sarah. All right, this is the name. So here name is the key and Sarah is the value. Now if you want to write more than one key value pair, then you can use the comma over here, and then let the age of the Sarah will be 24. Okay, so you can define like any data type here. This is the string, this is a number, or is Sarah single? No, false. Sarah is not single. Okay, so this is a object, and if you will just, if you have to print an object, just do console.log person, and boom, you got the output. Name Sarah is 24 is single, false. This is an object. It's basically a real world entity with properties, just like your ex had a name, an age, and a relationship status that was always unclear to you. Okay, so here let's see here, person is name of the object, then name is the key of the object, then Sarah value of the object. Okay, this is all about object. I mean, just overview of what object is. Now you must be thinking at why not just use the array, because in array also we can define it like let x equals to Sarah 24 and false. Right, we can also define it in array as well. So sure, you can do this, but good luck remembering what false means. What is the false over here? What if you have written this code today that you know, hey, that this is the name of my ex, this was her age, and she is not single. You remember, you wrote it today, you remember it. What if you are going to open this file after a month? After a month, you have no idea what this false is. Is a single, taken, blocked? Array don't tell you what the data means, but objects do. Object will tell you that what Sarah is her name. What is 24? The age. What is false? Say single. Okay, that's why we use objects. So you have to be careful, like when to use array, when to use objects. We'll talk about it later in this video. So here, if you'll see the anatomy of an object, okay, then this curly braces, this is the object container. Okay, this curly braces is the container of the object. This curly braces is the object container. Then this name, age, is say single, is the key. They are the keys. Okay, keys, or you can say it properties as well. All right, either you can say a key or the property, and then this name, Sarah 24 and false, these are the values. Let's see some more example of creating an object, like let car equals to brand. I'll go with Toyota, then model, let's go with Supra, then speed, I think it's 200. So this is an object, the car is an object. Okay, think of it like a dating profile. Here the brand is the name, okay, the model is the vibe, and the speed is like how fast they can ghost you. Now here there is a rule of thumb, okay. Now what is the thumb rule? That the key of an object, is always string. Okay, key of an object is always string. Like here, if you'll see this brand, okay, you say that, hey, toaster good, this is how we write the string, not this. Okay, but if you will wrap it inside this, it will still work. Let me just do console.log car. All right, let me just wrap it again, and here you see this. My formatter is removing that because by default we don't use that. Okay, by default we don't put that. Let's just see it here. This will not remove this double quotes. Okay, let new car equals to brand Ferrari. All right, and it's fine. Like if I'll do console.log, I'll do new car, and here I got this object brand Ferrari. If you'll see in real world, you might have heard about APIs, or if you are experienced developer, you have already worked with APIs. So in APIs, this is basically how data looks like. That's in JSON format. Okay, mainly APIs have JSON format data. Every website, every APIs, objects are everywhere. So in object, you can define any data type. Like let's see an example. Let x equals to name Ria, reason for breakup undefined, and still texting you false. Okay, so you can define any type of data over here. Okay, so when your life becomes code, so does your healing process. So just focus on code, not on her. All right, so now you have got an object, but how do you use it? How do you get the data, change it, or delete the past like it never happened? Okay, so let's go step by step. We'll start with accessing the properties. Okay, so far you know that if you have to print the object, just do console log. But what if you have to print just the brand of the car? Then what you will do? So for that, what we can do is console.log, let's print the name of this x. Okay, x dot name. That's it. Here you got the Ria. You have to do it with the dot. You have to use the dot notation and start with the name of the object, then dot notation followed by the name of the property. You can do anything. Console.log x dot reason for breakup, and you will get it undefined over here. That's undefined. Then console.log, you can do car.brand. Let's do car.brand. Yeah, Toyota. So this is how you access the properties. You have to use this dot notation. Okay, Dot notation dot notation is simple and readable. It's like calling someone by their name unless they change it. All right. So this is one way of accessing it. Okay. This is one way of accessing it. Okay. There is another way of accessing a property of an object, that is bracket notation. Let's see the bracket notation. Here we'll do console.log x name ria. Here you have to pass the properties inside double quotes. Here you have to specify that, okay, I'm passing a string. Okay. Here if you will remove the double quotes, then undefined. So bracket notation is useful when the key is dynamic, like the key is stored in a variable. This name, it's specified over here. But what if this is stored in a variable? Then what you'll do? Okay, or the key has spaces or special characters in it. In that case, you have to use this bracket notation. Let's see one example, like let key equals to name, console.log x key. Okay, and if I'll just print it quickly, then I'll get here ria. Let me just comment this out. You see ria. So this is where we use bracket notations. Okay, when the key is dynamic, or let's say the name in the key we have like a special character, then what you will do over here, if I'll add like this, yeah, we got ria. So this is how hackers, heartbreakers, and coders work. They access stuff dynamically. So we just saw how we access properties. Now let's see how we can update the properties. All right. So if you'll see this X object, the name is ria. Let's update the name. Okay. X dot name equals to ria. All right. And after this, if I'll print console.log x name, yeah, it's dia now. I just updated. If you will just print the whole X over here, you will see the name is dia now. Okay, so this, you can do this again with the dot notation and with the bracket as well. Like if I'll do X, okay, and then reason for breakup equals to mutual. All right, if I'll do this console log x over here, then see over here, this, the X is updated now. Name dia, reason for breakup mutual. Okay, so this is how you update the properties. All right, so it's like changing object value is easy. The harder part is changing your feelings for her. All right, let's not get into that. Let's focus on JavaScript. Now we just saw that how we can access the property, update the property. Now let's do adding new property. All right, let's add new properties like x dot city. All right, and save us from London. And if I'll do console.log x, then you will see over here, see, it has a new property added, city. If you will see the above one, here we are printing from this updating properties. Here also you will get it because now it's updated. This is the object now, the X object. And just like this updating and accessing and thing, okay, the same way you can use here the bracket notation as well, like x of status is complicated. Here now we have another one added over here. Okay, that's complicated. So you can literally add whatever you want, like suddenly realizing she had two cats and a situationship. So now let's delete some properties. All right, deleting properties. So you can simply do delete x dot city. Okay, and then if you'll do console dot log x, see, there is no more city over here. The same way you can delete anything, like delete x dot city or status. We just added status. Now we don't have the status anymore. It has city, name, reason for breakup. Okay, still texting you, but no status, and boom, it's gone, like the entire 8 months relationship from your Instagram. So now you have accessed, updated and deleted your object. But what if the object has many keys and you don't want to hardcore each one? That's where the for in loop comes in, the JavaScript way to say that, hey, let's go through everything they ever said. Okay, it's looping through an object. Okay, you can loop through an object using this for in. Let's see how you can do it. Like let's use a new one, like let new x equals to uh, name Priya. All right, age 25, city Mumbai. Let's put it in the quotes. This is a string. Okay, so now let's loop through this new x object. So for this we'll do for let key in new x. Okay, here what we'll do, let's do console dot log, let's do key, then what should we print? Let's print the value as well. New x key. All right, let's do this. And here name Priya is 25, city Mumbai. We got this. What this for in do is, this for is the keyword over here which you have to use. After that, inside this for, what we are doing, we declared a variable named key. Let key in new x. Okay, in this new x, let key. So what key will do? Key will first go over here to the name. Okay, then the name of value of the name is Priya. Okay, then age is 25. Then it will go to city is Mumbai. This is how we are printing over here. The key is name, age and city. Then we printed new x key. Okay, and how, what is this new x key? We already just saw it over here. When you have to access it, when the key is dynamic, okay, this is how you access it. So it's the same thing. So this is what for in do. It's for in, it loops through all the key in the object. Okay, you can access the value using object key. This is object and its key. Now there is one more thing over here, that's called nested object. Okay, now what is nested object? It's like object inside object. So we'll do let user equals to username. Let's do toaster code. All right, then what we'll do, we'll add some details. Okay, and let's create object over here itself, details, name. So I am Priyanshu, Yeah, if you don't know me, here I just revealed my name for you. Name Priyanshu. Let's do country. I am currently in UK. So this is how you create object inside an object. We have an object named user. Inside this user we created the details. If you will console log the user, uh, console.log user. All right, so how you are going to get the result? See over here, you got object, username, toaster code, and then details. It's again an object. Okay, what is inside the details? Inside the details is again an object, name Priyanshu, country UK. Okay, and your username, toaster code. So this is how you will get the this outer one. What if you want to print the details only? Then you will use the dot notation over here, user dot details, and boom, you will get only the inside one, details. This country UK, name Priyanshu. You are not going to get this username anymore because you access the details only. Okay, if you want to print this name only, then you can do user dot details dot name. Okay, and then you will get only the name Priyanshu. That's it, nothing else. So you access nested properties by chaining dot notation. But remember, more depth, more pain. So you got it. This is how we create the nested objects. Okay, now let's see the array of objects. Yes, you heard me right. You can create object inside an array as well. This is why, my friend, I'm telling you, JavaScript is really amazing. Okay, you just have to understand its concepts thoroughly. Okay, then you will just fall in love with JavaScript. Let's see array of objects. Like do let users. Oh yeah, we have user over here, so we can create users. Let users equals to let's start creating the object over here, like name. I will go with name Sarah, online, true. If you want to create another object, just put the comma. You see, this is how we declare inside this array, right? If you have to write more than one elements in the array, just use the comma. The same way you have to declare the object as well. Name Morgan, online is false. All right, so we have an array over here. If we'll do console.log over here, console.log users, we got an array. In array, at index 0 we have an object, and at index 1 we have an object. But what if you want to access the Sarah? Then in that case, you have to access the 0th index of array, of the users array. Like how? Users dot 0. If you will do over here, we'll get only the Sarah. If you want the name, okay, then you can do name. Yeah, Sarah. Just like this, you can access it. This is real world data, you can say. Each element in the array is an object, just like each person in your life comes with their own set of issues. Okay, so this is all about array of an object. And you can create this array inside this nested object as well. Like if I'll just take this out from here. Okay, let me just take it out and comment this one. And what I will do is I will add over here more details, and I will put over here this. Let me just remove, or let me just leave it. Just keep it an array. Okay, you see, you can write an array inside an object as well. If you, let's just print console dot users. You see over here, We have an object named to username toast record and details. Let's see what's inside details. Inside the details, we have an array. What is an array? We have a more details. It has two objects in array. You see, and you can access it as well, like users dot details dot more details. Let's print 0. Okay, dot name. See, we got Sarah. Yes, now even your pain can be indexed now. Okay, it's very painful to write these things, but once you will understand it, it's very easy. It's just like you are following it. The outside one is user, then what we are accessing inside the user, we have details, so user dot details. Then inside details we have more details, so details dot more details. And we are accessing 0th index, so more details dot 0. Okay, and then inside we are accessing the name, so here we have name. Got it? If you will just remove the name from over here, you will get the entire object, Sarah online true. Now in the starting of this video, I discussed about JSON. At what is JSON? Okay, so JSON is basically JavaScript object notation. Let's see it a bit. What is JSON? JSON is JavaScript object notation. It's just a stringified version of an object used to send data between front end and back end. Basically, when in every website you will see, when the front end is interacting with back end or back end is interacting with front end, they use object and they use JSON. Now what it matters, just let's copy any object. Let's comment it out from here so that we will not get error. So what is basically a JSON? It's the same thing as an object, but you have to wrap the key as well inside this. Okay, inside the double quotes, this is how you will have to wrap it. And this is a JSON now. Even the accessing it, updating it, deleting it, it's the same as object. Okay, JSON is an object. It's the name, JavaScript object notation. You see its name. So you just learned object and JSON as well. Okay, basically your object just wore a new suit. Okay, so it could travel across the internet professionally. That's it. Otherwise this is an object. And that wraps up JavaScript's object. We have labeled, looped and nested and turned pain into a well formatted key value pairs. If you learned something new or felt emotionally attacked, then smash that like button, comment your favorite property. Mine is closer because you can put false there. And subscribe for more crispy JavaScript breakdowns. Next up, we are going to see JavaScript loops because some mistakes deserves to be repeated 10 times in a row. Till then, stay weird, stay codey. This is your Toaster Code. Thank you.